I wanted to talk a little bit about hypnosis, what it is and what it isn't, why it's useful in particular. A lot of people have a misperception of what hypnosis is. The guy who turned me on to NLP, my friend Norman, was a horseshoer at the racetrack, and he introduced me to NLP about 25 years ago. NLP is neuro linguistic programming. You can look it up online, Google it. It's a fascinating subject. These two guys from California modeled excellence in therapists. At the time, there was a lot of therapists, psychologists, and psychiatrists who were doing things with people and not getting great results. And the standard MO at that time was to go back to the initial sensitizing episode, which was the thing that happened in your past that made you screwed up. And on the surface, you might say, okay, it makes sense. If you can figure out why somebody screwed up, then logically you can maybe do something to correct it and put them on a better path. And from a logical point of view, that does seem to make sense. But from real world, it doesn't usually work that good. Now, there are times when you do have to go back. Someone's been traumatized and really has an issue, a block in their head and their psyche that's stopping them from doing things because of what happened. Sometimes it's useful to go back, but often the answer to the question of why is not as important as looking at the question of what do I do now to get better, to improve. There was a couple of therapists at the time, three in particular. Fritz Perls, who was doing S therapy in California, a family therapist by the name of Virginia Satir, who was doing a lot of parts work with people and helping them get change in a relatively short amount of time. And then there was the master, the most influential hypnotist of the modern era, Dr. Milton Erickson, who was a doctor, a psychiatrist, and a hypnotist. And he really changed the face of what hypnosis is. It was a more authoritarian approach where the hypnotist was doing something to you. Milton broke it down and recognized that you could do a lot of things on a conversational level. And beyond that, it was more of a collaborative experience, going in a trance together, exploring what the issues were, and helping the client find the resolution to their problem. According to Dr. Erickson, the resolution is always inside of the client themselves. It's just usually hidden. They just have not been able to find it on their own, which is where the practitioner, the hypnotist, comes in and helps guide them through processes which allows them to find the answer to their problems. That's the overview of what it is. Hypnosis is a trance state. It's a hypnotist helping a person get in a trance state. And why is that helpful? Well, it's a very incredibly powerful learning state. And by quieting the constant chatter that's inside someone's mind, it enables them to find clarity about not only the problem, but more importantly, the resolution to the problem. And the answer is within them. You know, me as the hypnotist is never going to know them as well as they know themselves. And for me to think that I'm going to go and tell this person what to do, give them advice, that's not how it works. It's more a question of leading them on a path that enables them to find the answers to their issues, whatever they might be. Stopping smoking, losing weight, anxiety-ridden person who can't function because they have so much anxiety, or a person with a little bit of anxiety, but enough to stop them from trying different things, stretching themselves, reaching their potential, all these things. It's useful to go into a trance state to learn these things and uncover them and find a solution to what it is you want to improve in your life. And that includes a variety of different things. It really has proven useful in so many different areas. Follow me for more. Tom O'Ryan, equestrianhypnocoach.com.